Hello, and welcome back to TMG Interviews. My name is Tyson Graham, and today I'm here with some Antics. How you guys doing?
We're good, thank you.
Yeah.
All right, so could you guys introduce yourselves and your role in the band?
So my name's Cooper Statile. I'm the lead vocalist for Some Antics.
I'm Ely Yancey, lead guitar.
All right, so the band is called Some Antics. Could one of you explain what the band means?
Like the name or just in general what we're about?
Like the name.
Okay, so the name was actually just kind of a random pun that actually my mom came up with, which is kind of funny, yeah. And we kind of just stuck with it. We needed a name for our first ever show, and we were just kind of bouncing some ideas around, and we were like, oh, let's just go with Some Antics, we'll change it later. And then we kind of forgot to for 4 years. So, yeah.
All right. So you guys, in 2018, you put out a record called Not So Fun at Parties?
Not very fun at parties.
Very fun at parties.
Yeah.
Tell me about it.
So that record it was an interesting record because we started writing it pretty much right after our first record came out, and then we had like a huge change in the band kind of halfway through writing that record. So after 5 songs were done for it, we had a change of a lead guitarist and bass player. So Eli came into the band and so did Sadie. And then we finished writing that record, and the songs we wrote after the change are definitely different from the songs before. But yeah, so it's an interesting dichotomy of an album, and definitely a development since our first release. Yeah, it was fun to write though, very fun.
If you could change one thing from like your debut, like when you first started as a band, what would it be and why?
I don't know. I think the biggest things that have changed since we've become a band have been just like my songwriting has gotten better, and we've gotten different band members obviously. But so yeah, if I could have just like kind of waited and developed my songwriting a little bit prior to recording a release, I think that would be good. I think I would want to change that, but that's it. Yeah.
I wasn't in the band for the debut.
Yeah,
but
Eli wasn't. But he's played the songs. He knows.
I feel like we have so much music out now.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
It is a lot.
It's a lot.
Writing up set lists is it's quite the interesting decision sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you like change up your set list every single time you perform, or is like say the same for the next couple ones?
So we have our mainstays, but we change it slightly. It's actually, Eli
It's
sometimes comes up
No,
with them,
it's always pretty much always different.
It's pretty much always different, but we have the same 3 or 4 songs that always make an appearance. But yeah.
What was your favorite song to write/record for the record?
Oh, that's an interesting question. I don't know. You answer that first, Eli.
At the time, I liked Headband the best, but now it's definitely 11:30 just to be able to play.
Yeah.
That's the most fun song to play, and my favorite song to listen to on the album. Yeah.
Mine has to be. We actually had a conversation about this the other day, just briefly, but mine has to be Old Photos. Writing that song was very interesting. It was like the first time I actually tried to like put the lyrics front and center instead of like the musical composition. So I really liked that one. I liked recording it too. Yeah.
What's the best part about playing live for people?
Oh, just the energy. It's so much energy. It's like the coolest thing ever. I don't know. It's like you giving the crowd, some energy and then them giving it back to you, and it kind of just reverberates off of each other. It's awesome. It's the best.
Yeah, I like seeing the mosh pit.
Yeah, mosh pits are
People
great.
singing back to you is the best feeling too.
Yes.
So I know you guys traveled to a lot of venues all around North Carolina. What was your favorite show to play at, and what was your favorite venue?
Oh, favorite show we've played? Shoot, I'm going to need to think about that for just a sec. I don't know. Do you have anything off the top of your head?
I think Local 506.
Local 506, yeah, that's what I was going to say.
Local 506 opening up for Sibinak.
Yeah, opening up for Sibinak in, what was it? Was it December?
Yeah, no, it was January.
January, yeah, it was part of the tour.
You want to join in on this? What was your favorite show we played so far?
Okay, so this is Braydon. He's also in the band.
Could you introduce yourself?
I'm Braydon. I'm the rhythm guitarist.
What was your favorite show you played with us thus far?
Oh, probably the Cat Cradle's Battle of the Bands. That was really fun.
That was fun.
That was really good.
Yeah. Yeah, that was good. I think Local 506 takes the cake for me, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mosh pit there was insane.
Yes, it was. It was good.
Yeah, I was almost at that show, but I had some troubles with transportation.
Yeah, it happens.
Yeah.
There's always more shows, though. Always bigger and better shows.
Yeah. Like what emoji on the phone best describes the other person?
Oh, do you want me to say who describes these
Yeah.
two? Okay. Oh, God. Okay. I don't know. I don't have it.
We'll let you think for a minute.
Okay.
Who wants to go?
Definitely the shit emoji for Cooper.
You did.
No, I'm kidding. I don't know. That's a hard one. Maybe I know for Braydon it's either the laughing face or like the shocked and weirded out face.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That seems right.
Yeah. Braydon, how about you?
I scrolled through and I just chose 2 randomly for them. So Eli got the chef
No,
emoji.
Eli's an African American chef.
And Cooper is a rat.
I'm a rat.
Actually, that's fair.
I'm a rat, dude. No.
What about you? Have you thought?
Okay. So, should I go the basic route? I could do what actually describes you guys.
I mean, that's
don't know.
probably what his question was.
Okay, I'll do a real answer since they didn't. Eli's the guitar emoji. That's too
wow,
basic.
that's so
No,
basic.
That makes
okay.
sense though,
It does make sense.
because he's really good at guitar.
All right, and then Braydon, for some reason, I'm getting like the eagle emoji, like vibes. Yeah,
But look at his hair.
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
There it goes.
That's actually giving me whiplash.
Who's like your musical inspiration when you were growing up? Like, who started your drive for music?
So it definitely started with Green Day. And
Classic band.
yeah, so I got into Dookie. Dookie was the first record I got into without like my parents playing the record for me. I got into that around 6th grade, and it just kind of took off from there, because first it was Green Day, then it was Blink, then it was Sum 41, then, you know, I got into some metal, Metallica, Megadeth, and it just kept going from there. So Green Day was the big one that started it for me.
My favorite band growing up, Judas Priest,
Yes.
Iron Maiden. I'm a metalhead at heart.
I relate.
Definitely Rush for me. I grew up in Canada, and that was like every radio station ever. So that's like all I listened to when I was a kid. Like,
Brady's
so.
a huge Rush
Do you
fan.
by chance have a cape on?
I don't know. I don't think so, because I don't play guitar in this band anymore.
I'll look at my case in a second, but I may have one.
Can you check? Sorry,
Yeah.
I just need it for sound check.
Do you want me to finish this up or should I just go before you go?
You can go ahead. So we're back to 2 now. Just a second. Right. So if you could collaborate with any artist or band on like a song or a live performance, who would it be?
Anybody?
Anybody.
Oh God, I don't
Dude,
know.
I think maybe. Well, that'd be hard because
What?
if I
There's
was
so many choices.
if for like pop punk, I'd say maybe Knuckle Puck or.
Yeah.
But, dude, imagine having like
Danny
Danny
scream on one of our
Danny
songs.
Warsnop screaming in one of
Yeah.
our songs. Well, old Danny Warsnop.
Yeah, old Danny,
Um,
what's up? Yeah, no, I think I'm gonna go the pop punk route. I'm gonna say I would want to write a song with Danny, the drummer of Neck Deep.
Yeah.
I think he would be super cool to write with, because he just seems like an awesome drummer. He's like my perfect archetype for a pop punk drummer. What about you? Are you gonna say?
You already
Danny
said
instead?
his.
Yeah, I
Danny's your answer?
No, not Danny Warsnop. I don't know. I don't.
Some screamer.
Maybe
Who's the guy on? Who's the guy on?
maybe the guy from Oh, that's actually,
What is it?
I'm trying to think of who's my favorite metal. Oh, that's so. What's
Who's
his
the guy
name?
on Don't Wait?
Spencer Chamberlain from Under Oath.
Okay.
Probably my favorite vocalist.
Who's the best band you ever saw live, whether they're local from North Carolina or just like a famous band?
Ooh.
Under Oath at Carolina Rebellion. Favorite show.
Oh, favorite show.
Braydon's back.
No, favorite band you've ever seen live. But like that was also my favorite show. I've
Oh,
ever seen.
favorite band I've ever seen live. Can I have a second with that one? Oh, I've seen a lot of good bands.
Cooper,
Yeah,
what about you?
so I don't know right off the top of my head. When I saw the Wonder Years for the first time, it was my first ever like modern pop punk concert, and that left a huge impression on me. So seeing the Wonder Years, they're my favorite band. So, yeah.
Okay, I'm actually gonna have to agree with you. Like Under Oath at Rebellion was killer. They really.
It was insane.
That was such a good show.
Yeah.
That or Remo Drive. They also did a really good job.
If you could travel like anywhere and play your music, where would it be? Like outside of North Carolina.
Okay, right, yeah. I would love to. Okay, so Braydon's gonna say Canada, so I'll just like
Okay,
tell you that. I would
got
love to
me.
go to like England, you know, because you have that whole kind of like British heavy metal thing and like the '80s and stuff, and then there's also like English punk, like the Sex Pistols and whatever. So I think that would be like a cool scene with a lot of history to play at. Yeah.
A lot of classic bands come from there.
Yeah.
Probably like the Whiskey a Go Go on Sunset Strip.
Wow.
sick.
80s hair metal over there.
He stole mine. I won't lie. Cooper called it out.
Canada?
Yeah, it would have been Canada, but I'm changing it now. Probably New York. New York would be really
Oh,
cool.
yeah.
Oh, yeah,
That'd be cool.
that's a place. It goes wild there.
Yeah, no, like all my favorite bands always like stops out there, and I really
Yeah.
want to see a show there for a while.
That'd be wild. That'd be
Yeah.
cool.
Let's go.
If you ever had an idea for a tattoo or want to get a tattoo, what would it be and why?
Oh,
I don't know. I haven't thought about this. I think these two have thought about it more.
I
than
know. I
have.
don't. I really want one when I get older.
What would you get?
I don't know. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I have thought mine out. So on my index finger, like my guitar playing finger, the Morse code to YYZ, which is a Rush song.
Oh, yeah.
It's also the airport in Toronto where like I grew up like next door to.
Wow.
So like it's 7/4. I just get the Morse code to it.
That's awesome.
I write it on my hand all the time, anyways. It's like that would definitely be mine.
That's very cool. I don't think maybe I want a tattoo, maybe I don't know. And I certainly don't know what I would want it to be, so I'm very unsure. Face tattoo?
Dude, get the what is it? A tiger on the top of his head?
Oh,
Franzilla.
Franzilla.
oh my.
Oof, I don't think so. Maybe another time. I'd have to lose a pretty bad bet.
Yeah, there's always a bet that gets you a tattoo. Right?
Yeah, honestly.
Do you have any like crazy performance stories? Like, what was like the craziest thing that happened when you're performing?
Crazy? I don't know. Somebody got dropped at our Battle of the Bands performance right in the middle of 11:30. There was a crowd surfer who got dropped. What other crazy stuff has happened?
That's funny when that guy got thrown out, got hit in the mosh pit, and he landed right on your legs at Charlotte.
Yeah, at
knocked
Charlotte.
over the
I
mic
got
stand.
decked by somebody at Charlotte because I was singing and they got knocked in my legs and I fell down. The mic fell down. It was something.
Favorite show? I know you haven't been in the band for a
Yeah,
while,
no,
but what was your favorite moment or craziest moment from this so far?
This so far. Like craziest moment, just we've had like a lot of really good shows. So like,
Yeah.
definitely,
We've had our best show since
Yeah.
Braydon's been in the band.
Local 506. The entire show was just crazy because I'd never like that was my first show thinking anyone
Yeah.
moshing to it actually. Like, that
Yeah.
was really cool.
That was
So
cool.
That was like just a really weird experience for me just initially because I've always kind of been doing it for other bands. So it was really
Right.
that was crazy experience for me alone.
Right. Yeah. That's very cool.
I heard you guys were in the works of any like new music.
Yeah.
Can you like tell me something about it without revealing too much? Of
Okay,
course.
so we're planning an EP. It's kind of like half been announced, but it hasn't formally been announced yet. But it's gonna be 5 songs, and it's different. You're definitely gonna hear a difference. It's a lot more rhythmically based rather than melodically like our last record, but we still have that melody in there. And I think you'll just hear that the songwriting has a lot more thought put into it.
It's
like
way
we
more
really,
modern.
Yeah, it's way
Yeah.
more modern sounding.
It's heavy too. It's pretty heavy.
Yeah, certain sections of it get a little breakdowny. Yeah, so we're really, really excited to record it. That's happening this next month, April.
Next weekend we start.
Next weekend, yeah, Braydon's
Yeah.
birthday.
So this is the last question. If you could give any inspiration to anyone who's starting music, what would be like their motivation? What would you like tell them?
Just stick with it because it is super frustrating sometimes, especially as a beginner, when you don't really feel like the sounds you're making with your instrument mirror the sounds you're trying to make. So that's super, difficult to get over for some people, and some people, put their guitar away forever or whatever. But just stick with it. It'll take some time, but eventually you get to the point where you're playing super fluidly and, you can play out and stuff, which is the best part about it. Yeah, that's what I'd say.
Play stuff that, like, when you're writing music, don't write something that you're not going to enjoy playing maybe a year or two from now.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true.
Mine would definitely just be to keep practicing, like always keep practicing because even no matter how good you think you are, you can always do something better. So just never really stop playing. Keep practicing everything you want to do. That'd be mine.
Yeah.
And that was some Antics. Thank you guys so much.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
All their information will be in the description box below. Thanks for listening, and see you in the next interview.